Good evening, all. Just let me make sure I've got the difficulty set and my own personal preferences as far as sound goes, because this game's fun. You're gonna all enjoy it. Luckily, we do not start timing right away because we can set it up for the very first mission. But sound of silence. You gotta. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. Chat, if you can hear me in chat. Good. Anyway, I guess I'll explain everything during the run. If you're a fan of the old TV show, you'll probably know all that stuff. But let's. So I can start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So welcome to RoboTech Battlecry. Based off the old TV show. Mission 1 here is just defending Macross Island. It's real simple, real easy. Yes, this is on hard mode. So you'll see me doing a lot of interesting tech throughout the run. Lots of combinate switching between the three modes of the Veritech. Let's see, for now, it's just all about just getting rid of these fighters as fast as possible. So you'll see me using Battleoid a lot, which is the giant robot version of the Veritech, or Valkyrie if you're a fan of the Macross saga. I'm talking about the anime itself, but RoboTech is a show from the 80s based off of Macross, Super Dimension Fortress Macross, Super Dimension Fortress Hyper Cavalry Celery Cross, and Genesis Chamber. God, I forget the last part of that one, but anyway, it's from the 80s. It's a good show. It's got robots, and I'm explaining this horribly to all the RoboTech and Macross fans out there, but you all know who you are, and you know stuff. Anyway, so in Macross Island for the first mission here. It's been 10 years since the end of a great war, which ended in a single night thanks to humanity discovering that they were not alone in the universe. So we're just defending Macross Island, as I said, and oh, by the way, this is with shoutouts to Roy Foger, one of the actual fan favorite characters from the show. This is one of the only missions that we will actually have, he will actually be helping us. But anyway, we play a character by the name of Jack Archer, who apparently isn't actually a throwaway character, because apparently he appears later in the comics. Yeah. But anyway. Someone actually pointed out the full name for it. Anyway, so for now, we're just taking out the fighter pods as fast as possible. As I said, you'll see me using Battleoid a lot for targeting. That's because not only does it have the most accurate guns, it also has the easiest to save time on turning, because just being able to turn around as fast as possible is really easy, and so we can actually keep up a full rate of fire. And I am doing this horribly for the first mission, but yeah, it's not the first time, it's not the last, but we're still early on, so get rid of that one there. Okay, where's that last one? There we go. You'll also see me do a lot of things like quick changing. Yes, sadly, no manga. But, so now we're just going to wait around for the next wave to come. We're going to multi-target all the fighters. Going to make sure to aim for the closest ones. Because we want to allow the enemy fighters to get as close as possible. This is namely so we can keep up a rate of fire while being stupidly close to them. And if they're coming right at us, well, then we can hit them with a full volley of missiles without them actually trying to run away. So we'll quickly turn here. And I do have to say thank you again, TASGIving, for letting me show this off. It's a very good run, and although the estimate looks long, it's mainly to cover missions. We'll take care of that one there. Below me. This is the type of run where you gotta be aware of just like where everything is and manipulate the enemies. So you, I am probably very far behind my own personal best here, but wouldn't be the first time on that one. So you, and we're done mission 1. Look down, did not notice it. Yeah. But anyway, we're on the second mission after fighting off all of the enemy fighters. We go into Macross City to defend it. Oh, by the way, say hi to Lisa, one of the main characters from the show. You'll see me do a lot of changing between fighter and Battleoid. This is because Battleoid has heavy missiles, whereas the Guardian mode does not, so we want the actual damage output. And being able to transform between all 3 modes is a huge benefit in that one. Plus also being able to control and fire our missiles without having to stop moving. If we're not firing or we're going any other spot, we want to be in fighter. If not, well then we'll be using one of the other modes. And I know that does not sound like a good explanation, but it's more to keep up a higher amount of damage while constantly moving. So that one. Plus also playing on the GameCube version, GameCube D-pad. So do excuse me if I screw up some of the movements here and there. GameCube D-pad. Dodge here. Heavy missiles there. Oops. We can change targets there. We want to try to use our missiles where we can. Also controlling some things. You'll see me use that because it's a lot easier to go through buildings than in the Battleoid than it is in Fighter. So now, as he said, we gotta defend these destroids. But anyway, we're still trying to defend Macross Island here. We want to go over here. Now, of course, we don't want to do that because of the whole fact of being able to get rid of enemies as fast as possible. Heavy missiles here, there, everywhere. Want to fly over here. Now, we do want to be careful not to get too far away from the destroids because the game has a little teensy-weensy habit of basically if you're too far away from an ally you have to protect, it loves to immediately drop their health to almost nothing. So, because this is a marathon setting, I'm going to play it conservatively here and just stick closer to the destroids than I normally would, which is... You know, normally I would be getting a lot closer than something like this, but it's said marathon setting, best to keep track of, best to actually play a bit conservatively on that one. So we're going to do that there. Quick fire missiles. The sad part is that early on we really can't do anything stupidly crazy because we're stuck using the 1A. Don't worry. First point, as it says, this is basically takes place a year after the SDF-1 performed a hyperspace fold. This is basically when they just got back. Story-wise, our friend Roy has passed away. We're coming to his funeral. And this mission is essentially, hey, we have to defend the SDF-1, the giant robot over there, which was the alien ship that fell from the, helped end the war because humanity found it was not alone. Anyway, because this mission is basically almost a pure auto-scroller, yeah, trust me, I've tried to make this faster. but there's no real way to do it, so we just try to minimize, as much as everything on that one. Essentially 3 modes: Fighter, Battleoid, Guardian. Each of them has its own unique thing. Secondary option for Fighter, it's got decoys. For Battleoid, it's got the sniper rifle. And for Guardian, it's got the ability to grab things. Anyway, now that I've given away some of the basic stuff for this one, if you got any donations, this is a mission where you're welcome to read them.
All right, we do not currently have any donations, but you, yes, you, viewer and listener, you can change that. All you have to do is go to donate.TASGIving.org. But while I've got the microphone, I might as well give some information about the wonderful charity that we're here to support. TASGIving 2021 benefits NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI has become the nation's leading voice on mental health, providing awareness and support to those in need. TASBot's community and the TASGIving community and NAMI have come together to bring you TASGIving 2021. You can learn more about NAMI at NAMI.org. That's NAMI.org.
I know, speaking from personal experience, as someone who has, who is bipolar and has, ADD, making sure to keep yourself mentally safe and all that is very important. Anyway, right now we're just going to take out as many fighters as we can, try to minimize some lag here, and just chill out and have fun. Also, person that was speaking is Jack's friend Izzy, one of the other pilots that was trapped when the SDF-1 did a hyperspace fold to basically pass Saturn. So they have been, fighting off the enemy for about a year, and story-wise, that should catch you all up. As I said on that one, so. Anyway, we try to leave the fighters' actual guns there, just because, honestly, if there's any way to speed this mission up, it's to let them destroy the shield faster. Now, you figured probably just avoid all the enemies, because the shield that's blocking the SDF-1 has to go down anyway. But the biggest problem is that if you do nothing, then the game will complete the mission and say you failed. So that's why you gotta make sure to take out some of the enemies. So we're just going to kick back, relax, and just have fun. Hopefully, all enjoying everything going on. Haven't had a chance to catch, some of the marathon, but then again, I've been working, I've basically been working and resting from, working. At least my other is finally resting because retail. It works retail, and that's how it is on that one. Shout out to everybody that actually knows the feeling on that one. Yeah. Anyway, omnidirectional barrier is almost destroyed, so we can just kick back, relax, and just wait for that to go down in order to finish the mission. Now, one thing I do have to say I do like about Battlecry is it's a very interesting speedrun, and it's also the type of speedrun where you get to have a lot of fun, and you have to, improvise on the fly. Force of Arms here, as you can see, the Zentradi, basically the alien force that we are fighting, that the day when the SDF-1 was supposed to launch, they showed up, and SDF-1 was their ship, and they're here to take it back. Anyway, we're going to take out these turrets here. Well, not all of them, some of them. We want to take out only some of them, so that way we can spawn the next set of enemies without having to get rid of as many fighters. We also want to keep our health up, because this is our first actual boss stage. So we're just going to hang out, get rid of the enemies to help the boss spawn, and then we're going to go from there. So not much, crazy going on at present. namely as just, as I said, early on, we really can't do anything really crazy yet because we don't really have any really fast speed or anything that make anything really crazy. But from there, we're going to go, as I said, we're just going to relax, try to conserve health. It's been one of those days for me. But anyway, we're just going to go take out. So we're going to take out the enemies here. As I said, just going to relax here, take them out, and just go from there. So, as I said, we just gotta kill enough enemies to drag the boss out. Early on, it's really, as I said, nothing too crazy here.
I got a question for you, Vegas. I've got one.
So what's up?
What made you decide to run this?
The game itself,
Yeah.
I liked the game. Played it when I was younger, and this was one of those things. It's just like I had to think about for a while how would a speedrun of this look, and it was one of those things. It's like 2020, if you get what I mean there.
Is there any reason you picked this game over? I think there's at least one more in this series, correct?
There's a few.
Okay.
There is because I'm a fan of this one versus Invasion, which is the other one that they've done, and for the GBA one, I've got a speedrun of it on my channel.
Well, I know we all appreciate getting to see this wonderful carnage there on a little marathon, so thank you.
Welcome. Now, there she is. Our first boss, I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name because I'm horrible with pronouncing names. But the first thing we want to do is use the fact that the Battleoid's secondary gun can shoot down missiles to save on not having to use decoys. Because decoys using missiles, we want to be able to use them for as much damage as possible. Luckily, we don't need to use full power. Luckily, we don't need to actually beat her all the way. We just need to get her down to half health. Second ball. So I've got to quiet and concentrate because I'm a little low on health. That there, that there, that there. Dodge there. Missiles there. Turn like that. Quick turn. Go, come on. Now, just want to make sure that get rid of revolver missiles by quick strafing here and there, while using the fact that the Battleoid has the ability to shoot down missiles with its machine gun to basically do that. It really does help with preserving our health as well as ammo, so we can keep using the missiles to dish out as much damage from that one. And we're finally through Chapter 1. Ambush Hills. We gotta take out 4 camps on that one. Also, say hi to Chase in a minute. One of our other commanding officers. And wait, now we have to take out these creature protocols, sir. So we're going to be doing that. bad lineup there. Not so much lineup, but maneuvering to get to the spot. You may ask yourself why I'm using the sniper rifle for those. Those things are small. Very small. So it's faster to just use the sniper rifle on it than anything else. So we're going to fly over here to the next one. Play it safe by launching some missiles there to make sure we don't take a lot of damage. We really won't, but it also makes it a lot easier to see what we need to destroy versus having enemies fire right at us on that one. Because seeing things is a thing. But the reason why we're also not getting up close to them is because those explosions that it has, they do actually damage us. Shows there's one left. Down here, there, to there. If I remember the correct way. Yes, I did. You'll notice that, oops, slid down a bit. Another thing you gotta be careful about is knowing how to deal with your momentum in this game. Now, you can actually get the crates out of the way with the other modes, but it is a pain to do it because you have to actually get things perfectly aligned on that. It's a little hard, a little easy, stupidly crazy, and honestly, if there was ever a task of it, you would see it immensely because it saves time. I'll talk about Greystone. We have to defend this city here, Greystone. Now, you'll see me... we also have to defend the Civic Center. Let's call it Civic Center or Convention Hall. I forget which. Anyway, what we're going to be doing here is switching back and forth, using our missiles to constantly target enemies. We don't want to get too far away, but we want to stay close enough. It's a lot easier to use the... while we're heading to an enemy location, using the heavy missiles, and then using the Guardian's ability to hover to use the light missiles on that one, because you really can't afford to destroy much of the city, as nice as it would be to make things easier to fight. The problem is that even if we prevent the civics, the thing we have to defend from being destroyed, the problem is that it will count as it taking damage if we damage the city too much. Oh, gotta be careful. Because if that gets to what are you doing, that's not a good thing. That there, that there, that there. That there. Brave there. Try not to get caught on them. Brave there. Review. That distance. Hover. And so we can actually use the Guardian mode as a missile platform here. Quickly switch targeting to try to find the enemies as fast as possible, because honestly trying to find them over tall buildings is well, it's a bit of a pain. Not in a bad way, but more of a try to find where they are. Now, this game does have a lot of interesting tech on that one, but we're done there. Actually, I'd say that probably is funny. This stage here, we have to guide these helicopters to the base. There's nothing we can do to really speed it up except for the very end, so auto-scroller time. So if you got any donations or want to shout out or rep or anything like that, just go ahead, because right now I'm just going to be taking out these enemies while letting the helicopters get to the location we need to get to.
Absolutely. And first shout out, let's be honest. Shout out to auto scrollers that let hosts like me shine in the middle of runs. Thank you, auto scrollers. But you know, I wish you wouldn't make runs for no reason. Other than that,
this one we can at least. I was going to say this one at least we can save a quick second at the end. Moments.
Oh, a kind auto scroller. I like those too. All right, we currently don't have any donations at the moment, but again, you all out there listening can change that. Just go to donate.TASGIving.org. Even $1 helps, and it gives me something to read. But in lieu of that, why don't I tell you more about Nami? I lost my window. I apologize. Give me one moment. It's right back.
It's okay.
TASGIving.
It's okay.
2021. Oh, sorry. What?
Oh, I was just saying, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thanks.
I was saying it's okay for losing where you are.
TASGIving 2021 benefits NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI is the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. Reports indicate that people are increasingly impacted by mental health conditions. 1 in 5 live with a mental health condition, so chances are that you or someone you know is affected. NAMI needs your help to continue to expand their reach and help the people who need them the most. You can learn more about NAMI at NAMI.org, that's NAMI.org. And I have to be honest, one of the reasons why we chose this wonderful charity when we first started these events was because during the pandemic, I think mental health became a thing people needed to think about a lot more. A lot of us really started to understand some isolation issues, and places or organizations like NAMI are there to help. And honestly, I'm very happy to have these resources available. I'm happy to give my money.
100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you there. I 100% agree with you there on that one. Go ahead, if you want to keep talking, go ahead. I'm just basically going to be firing a sniper shot into a rock right now to just basically wait.
Tell you what, we don't have any donations, and I think, since I know that Ilya's still awake, maybe we should have some cheese jokes. What do you think about that? You into cheese puns?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm into a lot of different puns on that one.
All right, well, this might sound so cheesy, but I think you are really great. Now, I apologize that doesn't work out in local, but, you know, I tried.
It's okay. I mean, we're just teasing the enemies right now by just hovering in place, because we gotta just defend the base, because we got there, like, oh, they're under attack, okay, so we just gotta wait around and just, you know, defend the base, so.
Yeah, so you're saying we should probably relax and maybe take a cheese tonight?
Yeah. You know, go refresh in your drink, you know, keep going in the background, just for now, here and there, as, since the sea sergeants are getting the hell out of Dodge, pardon the language here, we're just going to stand here and wait, because if we're up in the air, when they leave, we have to actually watch the animation of falling to the ground. That's literally the only second we can save in this entire mission. But now we have to defend the base, and making sure... Oh, by the way, say hi to Hero. He will be important later on. Got to make sure to get the ones behind, because if we don't, this mission will keep going on and will not proceed to the next part because of enemies behind. You need to just get rid of at least one of them. Sometimes the AI will, sometimes they won't, so it's just safer to turn around and make sure that it's done yourself. There's part 1 of it, so we're going to go... we're basically told to go get some supply crates. Okay, let's go. That one, try not to get caught on a rock, because it is a bit of a pain. That one. By pain, I mean legitimately doing that optimally would be going over said rock while not changing from fighter until just the last second into Guardian, to then drop it off. But let's just put it this way. Momentum and geometry is a thing. We're going to keep boosting. I'm going to take that conservatively by just easing in, sliding, and stopping to pick this up. Now, since this part of the mission just requires us to take these containers back to the base, we can use as much missiles as we want, you know, have some fun, relax, go get a bite of some cheese. But as it says, there's one more to go. Try not to hit any object. Hitting an object while in fighter mode will revert you back to Battleoid, or also going too high, but as long as you have an object that you are carrying, it will not. So just going to relax, you know, chill, fly a little bit here and there, slide a little bit here and there. You know, just the easy things. Said early on, it's more about just relaxing, doing some chill stuff, and just getting through things as fast as possible. No real anything major. Now, first thing here, it's all about, you know, needing to actually go fix. Oh, here's words about it: is downed pilot. We gotta go rescue them. There they are. Sadly, we can't get them right now because of the enemies there, so it's just faster to, you know, fly close to that one, use our missiles, you know, back up during the last one, then finally transform, and as we go by, stop, grab them, and head back. Fun fact, you actually do not you only need to drop them off in the actual designated zone. However, it does not how far up they can be, so you can actually drop that or the crates, you know, as high as you want, and as long as it falls in there, then you're good. But just to make sure they don't bounce, we're going to drop them a little lower on that one. Taking that out. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, sometimes the game does have some amusing lines here and there, but we defended the base. And what our guest is TASGiving to do some actual reconnaissance. That one. This is one of our This is one of the early missions where we have to actually defend things. Not so much defend things, but just get rid of all the enemies. If you ever played Star Fox, well, 64 or any of the later ones where you have, like, you know, the all-range modes, think of it like that. But, again, this mission's just pretty simple. Just get rid of all the enemies as fast as possible. So again, you'll see me using Battleoid for turning purposes, because being able to keep up a rate of fire while still turning is very important for speed. And also, if we can get directly behind an enemy like that, it does also save time. Especially if an enemy's coming towards us, because honestly, it's the fact of, well, rate of fire, damage, yada yada yada. The type of things you would think would be fast are fast with that. We're going to slide here and there. Lots of missiles there. It takes 2 full volleys to get rid of heavy missiles to get rid of an enemy. But what we really want to do is try to preserve our missiles here and there to take them out as fast as possible. Do some strafes there. Switch to this one because it's closer. Same thing there. In a mission like this, it's all about taking out the enemies as efficiently as possible while not taking as much damage. Like that, for example, since one of the enemies is closer, after firing a volley at an enemy, it is faster to just quickly transform or just switch the targeting to the next enemy, like that, for example. It's a lot easier to do that because of the fact of matter that it just works a lot easier. And there we go for that one. Dark Skies. I might add that at the end of Chapter 1, Adi took out a chunk of, like, bombarded Earth, so this is the aftermath of that one. So we now have to take out this fighter. The real simple part is we just have to take out all the guns from it. So what we're going to do is just concentrate solely on that. So we're going to use a combination of Fighter, Battleloid, and Guardian to make sure that those are the only things we target. As the fighters don't really affect anything, and are just there to basically make us think we need to get rid of them, but we really don't. So we want to fly away a little bit, so it not only can we recharge our missiles, but it also allows us to get a full volley of missiles on the enemy ship. So strafe there. That's right, don't destroy the sea stick. But we took out the ship, so we're now on to Flood City. We're nearing the end of Chapter 2, which is the early game for this run. Anyway, we got to go in and rescue some ships, some actual downed, people from a ship. We got to, rescue them. You may ask yourself, Mage, why aren't you going straight to the enemies? To where they are? And that's because the enemies won't spawn unless you get rid of them. Sorry, the actual things we need to rescue will not spawn unless we get rid of these enemies here. Trust me, I've tried. The game's got some flaws to it, but knowing when an enemy will not spawn is still a thing. Want to take that, do that. This is one of the few times where Guardian mode is very good for getting rid of a lot of enemies. Welcome to a scout pod, the things that are jamming our radar. Although we know where they are, we want to still get rid of all the enemies. Because, again, next area, the enemies will not spawn unless we do. Although you can see them spawning there, we can't really kill them yet. I mean, we can go over there, but the problem is because there were scout pods there, the fact that they are there prevents us from being able to pick up the other ones, because if our radar is jammed, we cannot. So we grab one, fly back to the drop-off location, fly back as much as possible, try not to overfly them for the second one. Now, fun fact, there is a group of enemies that will spawn around here, but actually, those don't need to be destroyed. We can just ignore them. So we're going to fly back, do that there, quickly turn to that one, grab. Now, remember how I said we had to go get rid of enemies in the next area? Because we can still actually get rid of these, even though our radar is jammed, because we already have the last one picked up, we can just continue onward and use the time going back to let our missiles recharge. Instead of dropping off, having our missiles be there for nothing, it's just faster to optimally do that, so we can just fly all the way back and have more ammo to get rid of the next set of enemies. Rid of those. You get to see the actual battle pods do a lot of interesting things, like stepping over each other or spawning on top of each other. Because, of course, it can. Get rid of you, and now there's one enemy left. Last scout pod. Get rid of that one, and we now are basically told we gotta go into the city to take out a Zentradi, command pod. As I said, Zentradi officer. Now this is where you'll get to see some of the first view using tech in the run. We're going to go in close here, loop around, launch some missiles. Yay, we've got the good pattern. Now, you're gonna enjoy something. Let's hope I can show it off. Not the cleanest there, but that's right, you did see that correctly. I did just get stuck on an enemy. Yay. Play conservatively here. Normally you would want to not break off on that one, but it's smarter to just hover above when you're low on health. And I'll do some quick turns with the 2 fighter to be able to actually dish out the full damage with heavy missiles versus the light missiles from the actual Guardian. We want to just fall down towards them. Mind you, this is my personal strat. There's other ways you can do that, but both work out. So that's the end of Chapter 2. And now the run can truly finally start. It's the one... Oh, good God. What the hell? Well, that's never happened before. Luckily, I have a backup save. I have a backup save. Don't worry, I have a backup save. That's annoying, but that's what backup saves are for.
What would you do if you didn't have a save?
That's what the codes are for then. To unlock all levels.
Ah.
Let's see, testing. Level 2. Here we go. Please tell me I do have... Make sure it's on hard again. Yep. What the hell? Good God. Okay, this is something that's really never happened before. Give me a second here.
It's always gotta happen during a marathon, right?
Yeah, I've seen worse. I have seen worse. I actually have. It's better than having a game decide to completely crash on you to the point of having to delete it from your actual system and then having to download it. That's happened before for another marathon on a different game. Okay, let's see here. For the love of... Give me a second, all. That should not be happening. Don't think I said anything negative, but see if this will work. Because I don't know why that's happening.
I know this can be frustrating, but try not to swear. Someone in chat.
Sorry, I don't think I did.
Yeah, no, I don't think you did either. I did. If I did, I missed it. I mean, if you did, I missed it.
I don't think so on that one, or if I did, it was probably under my breath, but sorry about that one. Let's see. It should be working. Is this my... Really? It's gonna be one of those nights. Controller. Come on, you. When things just want to not work. Come on. There we go. Give me 1 second as well. So backups are 4 on a lot of stuff. Yep, difficulty's still good. I'll allow that. There we go. There we go. Don't know why it was happening on that one, but there we go. All part of the estimate. Although now I rolled over on my controller, but anyway, chapter 3. And where the run truly starts. And by that I mean we finally have an actual Veritech that actually we can do stuff with in the 1J. We take a bit more damage, but we now have agility. So we have to defend this factory here. So from there we're going to do that, get rid of the enemies as fast as possible. That one. And basically what we give up is a bit of health for a bit of speed and agility. Oh, and an extra set of missiles. But what we need to do is just protect this area here where I am. So what we're going to be doing is dodging as much enemies as possible, going to where they spawn, fast as possible, get in close, and just use our missiles to help with getting rid of things. By the way, you are welcome to clip just the game deciding to act up a few times. But we got it working, so. All within the estimates. Luckily on stream on that one, so. But as I said, we're going to just get rid of the enemies that are spawning on each side. And the positive note about this mission is that it's easy to know when you can go to the next objective, because the enemies that are right in front of me will stop spawning there. It's good when you have a good visual cue for some events in the mission. Strafe, let's strafe, let's strafe. That there. But said we got this, that one. Doing that there. Straight there. Since I know there's no... Are they no longer spawning? Nope. Still are. Anyway, we'll want to use Battleoid here because of the accuracy alongside the Guardian mode's light missiles, because it helps on not having to get this close on that one. As well as the fighter's heavy missiles and quick transformations. So, by quick transformations, I mean being able to turn into the fighter, launch a volley of missiles, and then not move by turning immediately back into Battleoid. You could do that with fighter as well, but I prefer to not screw up with a GameCube D-pad. Anyway, we're gonna fly here, deliberately do that to slide here. Want some missiles here. Slide this way. Use our missiles here to help with defending the area. Also say hi to Hero again. I told you we would meet him again. But here we'll just want to slide down, fall, just hang out, chill, want some missiles, and just basically just prevent them from getting further in. Since they're all going to head towards us, just waiting around and just go chilling. We're going to do that there, that there, that there, fire some missiles. Hope you're all having a good evening tonight, or a good morning. or good afternoon, depending on where you are. But we just got done, technically sabotage. It says towns like, city, yada yada. We've got to basically eliminate turrets from an actual ship. So what we're going to do is immediately turn to fighter, target as many as we can with missiles, and then use the battle to hover up, switching to Guardian here and there to use the fact that it can hover in place to actually hover around and dish out some stuff. Go here, there, everywhere. I'm playing that one conservatively on that one. Do that. Low on health, but even so. You want to take out the enemies there. Take that out. That covers all the turrets. Now we just need to clear out the rest of the town of enemies. So what we're going to do is fly towards them, holding in the button to be able to aim, be able to actually launch missiles as soon as we can. Ooh, really low on health. Try to avoid them. And be able to dodge here and there, and then we're good on that one. Now, this mission has technically one of the only mission sequence breaks in the game. We want to first quickly turn. And go over here. I call it a sequence break just because we have to rescue the workers from this factory later in the mission. And because we can actually get rid of that gate now, we don't have to do that later on. Benefit to that is it also lets the next group of enemies spawn, which is why I got rid of the first group before going over there. So we'll get rid of that there. Get rid of that there. Now the enemies that are now the fighters there, you'd think, oh, you got to get rid of them as well, and really you don't. Also, say hi to Hero again. I told you he would be seen a lot, as he is one of Jack's friends with Izzy. Sorry, y'all. So we're going to go drop Hero off to get his Destroid. And then, Tomahawk being the type, we're going to turn into Fighter again. We're going to do that conservatively. Now, to make sure of this, I'm going to launch a few missiles there. I would normally not do that part, but best to be safe, sorry, in a marathon setting. Now, the reason why we're doing that is because normally you can doing that there to prevent a possible soft lock by just coming straight over here later on. Because if we get rid of all the enemies before that message appears, the game can technically soft lock and not let you complete the mission. That's why we get rid of the next set there. It's quick, it's easy, it's fun, and it's pretty easy once you know that one. So first things first, we want to switch to fighter. We got to get rid of these shuttles here. So we want to fire all of our missiles before getting close. Target the nearest ones. Want to quickly go over here to make sure we get rid of all of them, because mission requiring us to get rid of all of the shuttles on that one. So we want to switch between fighter and battleoid so we can keep up some target fire, keep up the rate of fire on them. You could use Guardian as well, but I find that it's just easier to use it's easier to use the Battleoid to be able to make sure that you don't overdo it, because we have to protect the protoculture that was present there. Protoculture being one of the things found in the SDF-1 when it crash landed. Want to slowly aim here and there, using our rate of fire, controlling our rate of fire, so that way we can get rid of the enemies as fast as possible while not depleting all of our ammo. This is why you'll see me stagger the fire here. In this mission, you just want to make sure to target the shuttles alone. And we managed to destroy all the shuttles. CAT scan. This and the next mission are basically 2 auto-scrollers that we cannot do anything with to save time. And they are stupidly hard. And we got to protect a shuttle. Well, the cat's eye, actually, from these fighter pods right here. The easiest way to do this mission, and I will thank one of the actual guides on Game FAQs for giving me the way to beat this even faster. This is basically the one mission where spamming decoys is stupidly important. And knowing what the only thing is that attacks the actual thing. That are those ships there. So we want to use the fact of launching as many decoys as we can, as well as using the fact of the Battleoid's ability to target, the ability to fire, the ability to destroy missiles, to be able to actually cover the fighter pod's missiles. Also, it looks like we got the from the left opening missile, opening with the fighters, as there's 2 spots where I can spawn at the start of the mission. I think, Mage, why don't you just let them chill and just, take out just the one, just leave one alive. The only problem is that the guns from it do deal damage to what we have to defend as well. And the cat's eye is really, really annoying. But not as annoying as another thing we have to defend later. So you'll see me turn between that one and just quickly scanning everywhere possible. Want to use the decoys to help with preventing them, help with missile management from the enemies.
We're beginning the scan procedure. Keep those Zentradi at bay until we've completed the scan.
Which is why you'll see me use a combination of them. Let's go. $16, $15, $14. Now, this mission and the next one, you would think it being an auto-scroller wouldn't be that bad until you realize that that essentially this mission is one of those, it's like, it is not over until the very end. until the screen fades out, you can still lose this mission. So we want to launch some more decoys here, fly around. Launch a single volley here, there on that one. 6, 25, 24. My 3. 12, 11, 10. 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're through. That mission is literally one of the reasons why my estimate is 3 hours. Not a negative, it's just legitimately auto-scroller. And if you screw up, there's no checkpoint in that mission. So just like the last mission, we gotta defend Cat's Eye and get it back to Earth. It's just that instead of only one of the fighter pods being able to appear at a time, more than one can now. So we want to keep our eye out, make sure that the pod, make sure the Cat's Eye cannot, does not get that far away from us. The saddest thing is I always like to ask myself, why can I never get a good run of this in the marathon? I digress there. Anyway, we're going to keep launching some of the actual decoys. We're going to also use we're going to use missiles here and there to help take out the fighter pods. Because we need to make sure to decrease the amount of damage for it. Those things. Welcome to the first glimpse of a male power armor. You'll be seeing them later on. Got some missiles at that one. Fly down here, drop some decoys. Again, you just want to keep the Cat's Eye alive. Got some missiles here and there on it. Make sure... This is one of those missions where we don't care about our own health, we just want that thing to stay alive. Escort missions. And to be precise, an escort auto-scroller is even worse. To my fellow speedrunners out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's that there, that there, that there. Switch to that. Want some more decoys. Quick strafes here and there. As I said, we just want to make sure we stay alive. And as does the Cat's Eye. Because that's all we really care about on this mission, is keeping them alive. There it is. I've also got to keep an eye to the radar so I do not lose it. Okay, launching some more decoys here. Getting close. Yes, Lisa, that is a really big if. Some missiles there on that one.
If you can make it through re-entry, they should break off the attack.
Okay, where are you? Right now, don't want to lose you. There you are. See, this is also why it's important to keep an eye on the cat's eye, because it went from almost no damage to a chunk of damage. And we got through that one. Whew. You can all breathe a sigh of relief there. Hostage crisis. We have to go rescue some hostages. How best to describe this one? Well, we want to quickly fly, turn into fighter, our fighter mode. Take out the first enemy. Use the fact of Guardian being able to hover to help us stay alive. And in this case, we want to be able to use our missiles and use some heavy missiles while flying towards another enemy group, because it does save time by being able to help out more damage. Now there's a sniper coming up, so what I want to do is quickly mash the want to stay above it, so that way it can't hit me really. Fall towards it. Ideally, I'd love to just fly right at it. We want some heavy missiles, but conservative. Now I really have to be careful with the health. Oh well. Gotta get rid of the gate, as Chase there says. Be careful. Now, normally I would go further on, but there's also a sniper coming up, so conservative stuff. Want to hover above it. And yes, that is a sliver of health. Did I just die at the same time? Someone go clip that, because I need to see whether or not I died at the same time as that last hit. But anyway, we rescued the hostages, so we've got to get them out of here. First things first. Not so much an auto-scroller as a proper escort mission here. So we want to start off by aiming at that sniper.
Stop here, drivers.
Do that to get rid of it, so we can keep the convoy moving. And we want to fly back here. In an IL setting or a PP attempt, you want to just try taking out the next sniper before going back and defending the convoy, but in a marathon setting, it's safer to go backwards. You can also go forward on that one and take out the one that spawns behind there, but again, safety first in a marathon. So we want to wait over here because there's a group that is spawning here. We want to take them out. Fly this way. Line up because there's a sniper here. Use our missiles, as we're flying towards them to get some extra damage in. Again, let our actual gun charge. Well, more along the lines of let them, get a refill. We want to fly towards these while the convoy is coming towards us. Just hang out. do some quick strafes here and there, have some fun. This would be a good time for donations as the mission's almost over, if you want, and we're just basically doing the mop up here.
Well, I don't think there are any donations right now, but I will remind everyone what charity we are benefiting. TASGIving 2021 benefits NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI started as a small group of families scattered around a kitchen table in 1979 and blossomed into the nation's leading voice on mental health. Today, NAMI is an alliance of more than 600 local affiliates and 48 state organizations who work in your community to raise awareness and provide support and education that was not previously available to those in need. You can learn more about NAMI at NAMI.org. I think my phone just went out. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. It is quite alright. Oh, crap. Well. One thing you gotta worry about every now and then. Getting hit by a rogue shot. Yeah, snipers are a pain. Oh well, it happens. Normally this mission does not have anything like that happen, but snipers are a pain.
Stop here, drivers. There's a sniper in the area. Wait for me
On
to
you.
find that
There we go.
sniper before you continue.
This is one of those, well, for the love of... Did I just seriously have that happen by a stupidity mistake? Yes, I did. And mismenuing for the reset. What can you do? What can you do some days? I'm making it look like I do not know what I'm doing here. And yet, I'm the one who rooted this entire game, just about. So, oh well. Anyway, we want to start with that. Fire some missiles here. Fire some more. Do that there.
There's a sniper in the area. Wait for
We want to back up here. Wait for them to come. Wait for the next enemy group to spawn, I should state. Come on. There they are. So we want to strafe there and there. They'll get stopped by the next sniper. We want to quickly mash down some missiles. Oh, I shouldn't say mash down, but fire them as possible. Quickly go here. Use some momentum to get us forward a bit. Now we're just chilling for the next group of enemies. Strafe here, strafe there, strafe everywhere. Do that there. The ideally, you want to be able to launch some missiles while firing and heading towards this male power armor. However, it sometimes is a little harder to do because of mashing both the X and the Y button in a rhythmic way to make sure that you don't waste all of your ammo. Normally this mission is usually one of the easy ones, but marathons. Take that out, right here. Ideally, the way we want to speed up this mission is to keep the convoy moving as fast as possible without stopping. So hover here. Rid of them. Do that there. Over here. Rid of you. Sure did not have that happen. strafes here. Fly up high enough so that I can avoid the accidental sniper shot.
Time to take these guys to spot again.
Hover over.
Away from those trucks.
There we go for that one there. And want to fly over here quick. Getting the last enemies that spawn here. And then can finally relax on that one. At least for the time being. Okay, party crashers. We have to help Rick Hunter. Rick Hunter is one of the friends of Roy Foker and also his protege, I guess you could say. So now that we got to help him here. I'm going to shut up, pardon the language there, all, but this mission is one of the hardest in the game. This mission is really annoying, and Rick, don't want to say negative, but the game's AI has a bad habit of things. Like running directly into my fire. It's done that. And I'm not even joking on that one. This mission is annoying. This is essentially an actual defense-style mission. Okay, good. Gotta check out this cyclone here. I want to fly around that way. Fly there. Quickly fly towards this male power armor. Slowly, rapid, using our guns while slowly, this little, we want to fire our guns while slowly letting it recharge. Okay, where's the last one? Please be nice to me, please. Yay. That mission is really hard. Rick, for whatever reason, has the ability to fly all over the place and even into my own rate of fire. So now, Road to Ruin. We have to defend, well, first and foremost, say hi to Min Mei, for those fans of the show. That's her car. That would be Miss Macross herself. When the ship was transported, used a hyperspace fold to actually transport itself, it did take part of the island with it, including civilians, and Minmay was one of them. They decided to hold an idol contest during part of it, and she was the winner. She's also Rick's girlfriend. So... Plus, also, story-wise, she did help Zentradi realize that not everything has to be, warlike, which is what they do only, and helped with showing them that there's more to the world than war. So we're going to grab her, we're going to fly around here and drop her off. And we're going to head over here, drop her off real quick. So what we want to do is find a spot, where we can cover 2 corners of that because enemies are going to appear, and it's easiest way to protect it by finding a spot where we can quickly turn and fly to the nearest spots where the enemies will be spawning.
Re-entry pods are landing all over the city, and the Zentradi are heading this way. We've got to protect all those.
And again, using fighter mode, essentially we just want to defend the actual concert hall here. So we want to do that. That there. That there. So this part we just want to, spend time. Rick actually being smart for once is actually helping us. Not a negative, it's just, if you've ever played this game, you know how hard Party Crashers is, and you know how the AI gets to be. No joke there. That mission is crazy, especially with what can happen. But now just hanging out here, launching all of our missiles to get rid of the enemies as fast as possible. And we were able to beat that, get cavalry to come in and help, save us. So Deadly Storm, we have to protect Izzy here again from the Kiora here, who was the Zentradi ace we had to fight earlier. It's a one-on-one battle, but we gotta defend Izzy. This is when you'll finally start to see some of the benefits of the 1J, especially when it comes to aerial combat, like being able to turn and fire missiles at the same time. Something you could do with the 1A, but it is a lot more convenient to do that with the 1S. Sorry, the 1J. 1S as well, but we don't have that yet. But the nicest thing is you'll see me turn, and while turning, I'll be firing my missiles so I can actually have them come out and lead closer to the enemy on that one. So we want to use the fact that Battleoid also has the ability to, turn while firing to help with things. Sorry, y'all. Also, although we have to protect Izzy from being shot down, although sadly she will still get shot down, and sadly we can't help that. As another good thing about the Battleoid is because it will shoot towards the enemy, it is a lot easier to help find them sometimes. Turn. Make sure to fire some missiles above me. Above me still. As I said, it's a lot easier to know where they are, especially in a 3D environment, to basically just use the guns in Battleoid to know, oh, you're firing this direction, that's where they are. Let's go. Almost done here on that one. As I said, this mission's more about just keeping Izzy alive. Yeah, Izzy. Yeah. Do that there. Izzy, are you seriously... Yes, you are. So Izzy gets shot down into a graveyard of sorts. So we have to now protect busy. So first things we want to do is switch to into fighter, and we want to wait right here. Come on, you. You want to wait right around here. And come on. Goody. Now we're good. And at present we have manipulated the AI to standing still. So we're just going to strafe here and there a little bit. Use the fighter. Want some fighter missiles. Now then, fire. Use the Guardian. And we're just going to hang out here. Nearly screw that up because of the fact of taking a little longer than normal for the AI manipulation. But again, just want to hover here. Use the machine guns for Battlecry to help with taking out the missiles. Back up a little bit because if we get too close, she will fly away. Also, there is one thing I have a specific name for this mission on my splits, and thing about this mission is it's real simple once you know what to do. Kiara's or Kiara, I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name properly because I am horrible at it. Is got the femme fatale archetype trope, I believe. I think not more. Sorry, not that archetype. More the Black Widow style archetype. By archetype, I mean trope on that one. Because yes, knowing anime tropes is a thing. Anyway, we're going to keep using Battlecry here to keep up with the damage. This way we don't have to just stand there and it makes it a lot easier to get rid of everything. Also, I needed an adult there for that line because that is sort of a, you want to say that. By that I mean because of just how the I wouldn't say inflection, but the way in which it is said. Anyway, Little Massacre. It says you and Hero arrive at a frontier town that has been, surrounded in a sense. So we need to help defend the. I'll get there as fast as possible. To these scout pods here, I'm taking that an individual sniper shot because if I don't, they will trigger an alarm and that will cause us to fail the mission. Using a fully charged shot because that's what's needed to take out one of them. Yep, one left. There we go. Now we can just fly ahead and hang out, chill, while Hero rigs a distress signal. No, Hero. By the way, say hello to the first of a re-entry pod. Hero. There we go. Don't know why that took so long. While we're here, we're just going to let Hero walk towards where he needs to go, while taking out as many enemies as we can. So if you've got any donations or want to to chill, ask questions, or just say hi, you're welcome to say anything host-wise.
All right.
Hello. So we got any donations?
No, that doesn't look like any are coming in. Just want to
Yeah.
remind people that if you want to donate, you can do so at donate.tasgiving.org.
Yes, because again, I'm happy that they're actually letting me show this one off. That's a fun run, despite everything that's happened on that one. And again, I really will be checking out the VODs of this because there's so many good runs for this marathon that I wanted to see. But anyway, as Hero is approaching where the shelter is, we're getting rid of the last enemies here, which includes another reentry pod. Now, interesting thing, you can finish this mission early, but in a full run setting, it is actually not. It's not faster to do that. This is one of those rare times where it is not faster to do an IL strat. Now, we got to take out all these reentry pods because they will be because it's part of the mission on that one, and because of how things are for that. Now, Hero's annoyed because the shelter where the civilians were was destroyed by them. So we have to, as I said, ideally, if you can get it before the shelter is destroyed, you will end the mission faster. But the problem is that the game doesn't know what to do, so it will kick you back out to the main menu. Anyway, here is enemy within. See, will I get the quick kill? Yes! Okay, so Hero will always enter this one direction. He will not move until everything else, and at present Hero is upset, rightfully so. Ah, crap, dropped it. Now, it may not seem like it's tough to do that one, and normally it isn't. With that one, it's just hard to stay on enemy properly, because small target. But the backup is essentially just fly around and just out enough damage to help finish the mission faster. Anyway, we are having to help defend the officer's pod on that one, which showed up later on. That was not part of the attack that happened. Go you. And we now have taken care of Hero. So, first and foremost, you notice I am backing out. First of all, I wanted to stupidly check something to make sure that, yes, the difficulty was still on hard. It's because some of that felt, here and there, just a bit of the kind of like, it might be a little easier than, I was thinking. Especially on that one, plus also with the things earlier. Well, you can understand that. Anyway, Chapter 4, we're starting off with going to Hidden Agenda. Here. We don't want to do the normal mission first, because first of all, want to change to the 1S. However, if you notice, I have not changed to the 1S yet. That's because this mission here if you start with the 1J, it is very easy to set up a pattern to where you want to go to get rid of these scout pods. And where you start on this mission depends on what Veritech you are using. Since we have to get rid of these scout pods, it is more consistent to start with the 1J than it is the 1S. Because starting with the 1S, you have to fly a bit down first before everything else. Plus also it helps with the follow-up mission of Mutiny. Now, you may wonder why I am doing these two first. Well, that's a little surprise. Anyway, we're going to, instead of going close to this one, we're just going to use the sniper rifle and try not to make sure I get caused by something. Happens there, but got rid of all the scout. So that one now, after recovering location of the enemy shuttles, we have to follow them on that one. So we have to take out all these shuttles. So we want to start for full missile volley and slowly just rain down our guns while flying towards them. Fly that way. That one there. Avoid the actual fighter pod. Sorry, battle pods. Turn that way, turn to that one there. We want to save our missiles now, fly towards this. We want to save our missiles here because of this one thing there. Now we want to fly up this way so we can actually have ourselves come in close. And as we're coming in, we want to be able to take out the missiles, well, not missiles, but the laser turrets while coming in and avoiding damage. And get rid of all of them fast and easy. Now, you see how it says unlocked Super Veritechs? We're going to be going back to the menu. We're going to be doing Hidden Agenda again. We're going to be switching to the 1S. We're going to be equipping Super Veritechs. Now, you may ask yourself, Mage, why are you doing this? It's just costing you time. And Super Veritechs are something that we unlock. As you can see, we have extra missiles, extra health, extra speed, but the drawback is they're only for space missions. Now, I like showing them off. It's fun, it's very cool, and it's something that, I like to show off in the run, just because they're good. It's something that it's like, I sure wish we could use this in the rest of the run. I really do. I mean, it's fast, it gives us extra ammo, it gives us a lot of cool things. Too bad we can't on that one, but, again, it's one of those things, I'd still like to show it off. Plus, it's important to show it off. Now, we've got those done, and if you noticed, I did start at a different location, as I said would happen depending on what Veritech you're using. So we got rid of all that. And now, let's continue on. It'll probably take it away since those things are only for space missions. Yada yada. Well, it's sad that we can't use them. Oh wait, what's this? This isn't a space mission. Why can we use this? If you can't tell, I'm joking here because the game has a developer oversight where, although Super Veritechs are supposed to be only for space missions, if you continue the game after beating a space mission, the game doesn't check to see if you are doing another space mission. So we now have access to, well, the second fastest Veritech in the game, the most missile access in the game, basically an ungodly amount of speed, and more health than you could shake a stick at. So the game does not ever really prepare or expect us to have this much stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna kick back, relax, and have some fun. And right now we're just having to defend Greystone here because of the fact of the it's getting a little too hot for the civilians, so they're evacuating them into other areas. So now we're just going to launch our own missiles, take out these reentry pods, and just chill. If you've got any donations or care to say hi or make any jokes, feel free to.
Alright, I'll be sure to do that.
I mean, this is the part of the run where if this was no supers, we would still be swapping. We'd still be using the 1S, but less health and less speed. But still. Oh, that is true. The planet still technically is in space. But now that we have enough missiles to basically just, well, as I said, one of the interesting things in describing the difference between, hard with supers and without supers is, with supers you have to be better at managing your speed. Without, you have to be able to be managing your health more. And your missile volley.
I mean, if you think about it, technically we're always in space.
That is true. Space, the final frontier. But no voyages of the Enterprise, sadly. But the thing with the excess speed is more that you have to now manage getting closer to enemies while having less time to react with your gun. So, getting a proper alignment, knowing when to slowly stop and when to not, comes with the territory for supers. And there's Hero again. As I said, he is a good guy. It's more just like the... One thing I do have to say about this game is it does show somewhat, how war can affect things, and honestly, it's one of those things that, mental illness can come from a lot of different things, and as you see here, losing the, taking the extra bar of health's damage, I do fall back to the normal 1S. So now we just gotta chill, and just relax and just, take it easy.
As they say, war never changes.
Yeah. The old adage, war, what is it good for? Anyway, we've got to rescue the mayor here. Even losing the little bit of extra speed from not having supers, you still get, a decent amount of stuff on that one. So we just got to get rid of all these actual reentry pods. As the game does not expect you to actually just go after the reentry pods. Fun tip for those playing this, ever wants to play this game. That's literally one of the things for it. Yeah, as chat said, about doesn't prove who's right, just proves who's left.
Or just makes, the munitions companies richer. That's all that it does.
Yeah. And a lot of other things, too. Although, it does, and this is more the one positive with it, is it does push forward technology. Whether for the good or the bad, that's up to you all to decide. But as I said, we're just slowly taking out these reentry pods until they head out, and then we're good there. Now, this entire mission You can say as much as you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hosting, Colin.
The reason why I say that is because this mission is an auto-scroller, and remember how I said that supers were only meant to be for space missions? This mission is broken, then. And by broken, I mean, like, there's legitimately times where you can clearly tell you were not supposed to be able to get rid of this stuff that fast. So we're just going to kick back, relax. I'm just going to do this there. Ah, they're taking damage? No, they aren't. I do have to say, I do like the effects in this game. As it has aged, decently well as far as just because of the style of graphics they chose.
It's really realistic.
I mean, I do like how each of the game developers, took their own spin on this game, especially with how both RoboTech and Macross both have their own styles as far as just like their own, games on that one. Battlecry went with the Battleoid being the main focus on some of the stuff, while, because I also run the Macross game for PS2, they took the fighter as the main focus on that one. But it's interesting to see on that kind of stuff. Also, the one nice thing about Macross, it's apart from being one of the series that RoboTech, I won't say based on, but also shout outs to both those communities for finally making peace after 35 years. The fact that it also did help pioneer the transforming mech, which was, became big, in a lot of other things later on. So I know this was one of the shows that got me into anime alongside a few other things, thanks to Cartoon Network's Toonami. This was one of the first things that ended up going off of that one, but shoutouts to all of you that remember that.
There's an anime based on this?
Yeah. RoboTech is actually based off of 3 animes.
Huh.
80s. It's complicated on that one, but both it and Macross are recognized as its own 2 separate things. Now, RoboTech was based off of Super Dimension Fortress Macross, Super Dimension Fortress, Hyper Cavalry Southern Cross, and Genesis Chamber. I forget the last part of it on that one. Someone put it in chat, what the other part was from of it, but yeah, it's one of those things it may do from the 80s, requiring multiple things in order to make out, in order to have stuff in syndication.
I mean, I'm a big fan of anime. Should I, watch these anime?
Check them out. Macross, at minimum, it's one of those granddaddy of transforming mech shows. RoboTech, both of them have their own flair. Both of them have their own flair and style on that one. RoboTech is more of, since Super Dimension Fortress was sort of an overarching thing, but each of the sub-things within it were not connected. RoboTech took it as if it was a... as if it was, one giant thing, whereas in reality it's separate things, so it's interesting to see. I highly recommend Macross if you're a fan of action, mecha, love story, and music, of all things. As Macross has a lot of music in it.
Yeah, every good anime has its good music.
Yes. I'm not just talking about opening and ending. I'm talking about it actually has actual music in there. It actually has its own idol style stuff in it. So, but the show is good, overall. I highly recommend checking out, a lot of different shows. I'm just happy to show off some of the games that got based, that are based off of anime. On that one, since some of those don't ever get shown off that much. Happy to see Astro Boy getting shown off as well. Now that one's been around for decades. God, I remember there was part of it in there that was in black and white, if I recall correctly. Where's that Gigantor? Forget which. But we're just going to sit back, chill here, and just let the sea sergeants fly out.
If the anime is black and white, then it's more accurate to the manga.
As I said, that's one of the ones that, like, it's like not RoboTech or Macross, but Astro Boy, if I recall correctly, or Gigantor. One of those two was like one of the granddaddies of anime to the point of 30s and 40s, I think, or 50s. Macross, RoboTech from the 80s. I mean, heck, Gundam is from the 70s. That's a fun fact for y'all that did not know that. Same thing with Lupin, if you're a fan of that one. But anyway, burning bridges here. We need to defend this bridge. This mission is, when you're playing it casually, very hard. Unless you know what you're doing. And again, I will give shout-outs to the one Game FAQs person that pointed out later on to just when it gets to the one of the later things where we have some reentry pods show up, to just, instead of trying to take out the reentry pods, take out the things, the actual pods that it launches. So we want to just defend, throw out some decoys here to help with help with preventing the missiles. Shooting some here and there. That there. Again, just shooting that there, just to make sure. Because although we will get some help later on, relying on the game's AI to do things is still a thing. There we go, there's the first one. So what we want to do is essentially, when those appear, we want to actually have the... we want to take out the things it drops off versus actually taking out the... I can't talk right now. We want to take out the enemies it drops, not the thing itself. Because one benefit is the missile volleys. The enemies will get caught in their actual own explosions, so it is faster to just do that, and it also conserves missiles.
So they're hitting themselves.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Stop hitting yourself.
To be fair, it's one of those things. It's just like, it's one of those things. It's like, it's this mission, because of how annoying it could be if out doing that. Be glad they're hitting themselves. Not a good thing on that one, but we take those. One thing I do like about this style of run is it requires a lot of on-the-fly creativity, as well as being able to do a lot of different styles of gameplay. We just want to
Someone
wait.
has said, auto-scrollers, putting speedrunners to sleep since 1979. I mean,
True enough.
yeah.
I mean, it is true on that one. Very true on that one. I mean, Auto-scrollers, the one good thing about an auto-scroller is depending on how long your run is, or whatever game you're playing, it gives you an opportunity, if you actually are just sitting there, to go get a drink.
You definitely need to stay hydrated.
Yep. Just about to say that as well.
I got
Remember,
2 bottles of water right next to me.
I got about a full bottle as well. But right now we're just taking out, the remaining things, making sure that they can't get close to the bridge, because having to actually, because if they get close, they will deal more damage than the fighters will. And again, launching some decoys to make sure to prevent the bridge, to help cover any missiles launched from the fighter pods. Okay. Did I see that one? Did it launch anything on that one? Yes, it was. We're quick on that one. I'm gonna have to go back and see and highlight to see whether or not I actually did die at the end of a mission at the same time as triggering the mission clear cutscene. Because if that happened, that's a new one that I had never seen, and I have seen a lot of this game.
How many hours have you played this game?
How many hours?
Yeah, like...
Too long. I mean that lovingly as the fact of, I have an entire tutorial on this one, because I helped with rooting this game when I decided to speedrun it. Meaning, submit to speedrun.com, hey, here's your leaderboard level of helping.
When did you first start running it?
Last year.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I mean, hey, it's last year. How many things were done last year because people were bored?
Alright, there's a whole, I don't know, worldwide pandemic
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. Shoutouts to everybody that actually had fun during that, choosing to speedrun or try, or pick up the hobby. Anyway, with this one, we've got to fly to a specific location to pick up a double agent. You'll notice me on the way actually taking out enemies. That's because it does get to be a little confusing getting out of here. And one of the best things with when doing the supers run is that you can easily make sure you can get back out a lot faster and even save a little bit of time. Which, oddly enough, does save time in this stage. Because if we... the game gives you a time limit to get back. And getting to the time limit, getting back there before the 1 minute mark will immediately put it to the 1 minute mark of the... you have to basically get back there in time and then wait about 59 seconds in order for the Sea Sergeant to come in for the to pick up the double agents, pod. Dear God, please tell me oh God, I really hate dealing with with actual things like this. It's so annoying to remember where to go. Because everything looks like it's the other... Because everything looks the same. This is also why I was shooting missiles on the way here to help with getting rid of enemies along the way. I didn't get confused. Yes, I did. Luckily, I have enough extra speed to hopefully make it there in time. Positive note, it won't cost me that much. Said
You gotta take what you gotta take.
Yep. Said this mission you're flying around in an actual canyon. Kind of hard to remember where you're going on that one.
Yeah, everything's just like the same texture.
Yeah, that's why I said I do what I can, but this is one of those things where it's just like you try the best you can. But if you got any donations or just want to sit back, relax, and chill, up to you on that one. Because right now we're just chilling, you know, flying back, avoiding some fire, taking out the scout pods along the way so I can actually get a sense of if I'm going the right way or not, thanks to the radar.
Okay, we do actually have one donation.
Mhm.
And a
Go ahead.
donation. Oh, what?
I said, go ahead.
Alright, sorry. We got a donation from Anna Mary Ribbon for $50 saying they should have put a sign on it. Sean R. I don't know what that quote is, but it sure is funny.
You want some too?
Sadly, don't know it either on that one.
Oh wait, no, I think I remember. It's like something. I think it was something like really, really obvious. I'll look at that.
Yeah. So it should always be there. Please tell me I can get there in time. Get close, I'm gonna be annoyed. Come on, come on. Getting it close. Made it. That was close. As you see how it really starts another timer on that one. If you can get there, it will start the timer as fast as possible on that one, so you want to get back there as fast as you can. But considering that I did get a little turned around, better than the restart of a mission.
But I felt it was necessary to keep certain things
So we just want to keep the Sea Sergeant alive. Get rid of some of the missiles here and there.
until it's picked up the data capsule.
Get rid of that there. That there.
Yeah, I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find anything.
I don't know. But we've got Sea Sergeants away, so that's good. That one backlash. A minute. Sorry, y'all. I had to get a drink of water. So, anyway, we now have to take out a shuttle convoy. Normally, the mission that follows would have been hidden agenda, so I can assume that was what the information is about. But what we want to do is just fly around there. This is where you can start to see just how much Super's dust helps with things. Because of the sheer amount of missile damage. Although, as you can also see, getting closer to enemies, I don't have as much reaction time to be able to put in as much with the actual guns. So, but we need to get rid of these actual shuttles as they're flying in. Want to slowly do that there, that there. Want some valleys there. And have some fun there. I mean, that's all we can do. So as we fly towards the shuttles, we want to launch some missiles at it along the way while slowly easing in towards them. Some diving here, not there. Slowly dive down here. use the gun sparingly so we can let it recharge some. Alright, all part of the plan. Want to fire the missiles there, do that there. Do that there. Turn quick that way. Fire some more missiles there. Fly this way, so we can just keep up the rate of fire on it. And there. Fire there. And we've got down all of the actual shuttles. Lightning Strike, a mission I am very proud of. I say proud of because originally when I was first moving this game, first, creating the run for it, this mission took me over 20 minutes because I kept dying and getting confused on different spots in there. And anybody that's ever screwed up, playing something that badly when you've tried to speedrun, it's the first thing you go to try to find how the heck can I basically finish this faster. And that's what I did. So we've got these 3 bases to take out. Now we've got some crates here that we got to take out, which you do not need to have it targeted to take them out. But in fact, you'll be seeing me use this later on. This technique later on. And once the music changes, I know that I've gotten all of them. The reason why we don't get closer is because the closer we get, as soon as we get close enough, the enemies, there will be enemies that spawn. But since we need to take out shuttles and there's crates on top of a few other things, it's faster to actually just do that way to make it a lot, safer for the health. Because of course the game will let us, get caught on things. Quickly double check because I want to make sure I've got the entirety of them all gone. So all that's left is the shuttles. So essentially, we just want to strafe here. And just get stuck on them real quick, real easy to be able to take them out. Now we have to get rid of some male power armor on the way here, since those, deal a lot of damage with snipers.
You shall not pass.
Yeah. The one positive thing about them is they take more damage from a sniper shot, so you'll see me use that to our advantage. Now, ideally you'd think, Mage, why aren't you flying faster? And there's a reason to that. Because of the fact of being able to refill our missiles while flying towards the next group. Now, there is a faster way to take this one out, but unfortunately I flew too close so I could not get the early sniper shot on it. But we take those anyway. We want to do that there, fly a bit away. And because I have the health to tank it, I'm just going to save time by doing that. Vengeance. Now that we've taken them out, their commander is a little annoyed, so we have to help, take them out. So, Vengeance here. Commander is more of a souped-up male power armor. Like that, they will try to use the sniper rifle on us whenever they can. So what we're going to do, since it will fly to one of 3 spots, we're going to steal one of their spots. And because of that, it will stay in place, or fly right towards one of the 3 locations, which is here and on either side. So being able to do that means we can manipulate it to actually just head for those spots. And because of that, it makes this mission really simple. So it'll fly either to here, the center spot where we went to at the start, or other stuff now where we want to fly towards while alternating between our gun and our missiles.
So you're basically manipulating the AI
Yep.
to...
Yep, to fly right towards certain spots. There's a lot of AI there's some decent AI manipulation for some of the boss fights in this game. And that's what makes Vengeance and a few other things a bit easier. Now, with this one, we're Izzy here is piloting a cat's eye to help with rescuing Hero, who got shot down. Well, not so much shot down, but is gone missing, I guess is a better word for that one. Bit of an auto-scroller here and there, but there are ways to speed it up a little bit. So while we're waiting for that one, you're welcome to read any donations if you'd like.
Alright, there aren't any new donations coming in, but remember, at any time, if you want to make a donation, you can go to donate.tasgiving.org.
Because I have to say, I'm always in favor of supporting a good charity like NAMI. Mental illness is very important. Mental illness is very important, and more knowledge and knowing, how, the charities that can really help with that one is very important. And I'm pretty sure I explained that horribly.
Nah, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I'd also like to just say that mental health in general is something that's often overlooked by everyone because it's not something that's easily visible. Unlike, say, if you have a physical illness or something like that, it's a lot more invisible. That makes it...
It's a lot harder to be noticed.
Yeah.
Trust me, one of the things about my significant other is she literally has an anxiety disorder, so I'm always worried about her on that one because of stress. Especially when she works retail.
Yeah, that must be really stressful for her.
Yeah, it is. But it's one of those things, I love her deal, and I'm always trying to make sure that, she's in a bit less of a stress-free environment for that. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what this event is all about. We are benefiting the National Alliance for Mental Illness.
Yeah. One thing I've learned, and one thing I will actually say that's true about the older you are in life, the more things we all have to deal with. We're all walking wounded. You might not see some of those wounds, but they're there, especially with mental illness.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are affected by mental illness.
As do I. I always try to help where I can on that one. That's why I'm literally one of those people that it's like, if you need to chat, go ahead. I'm just always try to be there to help when I can.
Yeah,
It's
my
one of those-
DMs are always open.
Yeah. I mean, I know personal experience from, like, growing up. My dad, had bipolar disorder, or at least, more of the chemical imbalance part of it. So, it's one of those things. It's like, I've seen that side of stuff, and I always am in favor of more knowledge, more being able to help others when it comes to anything like that. It's important.
Just understanding and respect goes a long way.
Yes. Yes, it does. Now I'm going to have to play a little conservative here, not fly too far ahead, because the game has a bad habit of, if you get too far ahead of an ally, it will spawn in enemies or deal them a lot of damage.
That's right. Jack the Giant Killer.
So we just want to kick back, relax, and just wait around. And this is a good spot for me to get a drink of water.
Stay hydrated.
Yep, because unlike the old Dos Equis ad, we don't want to stay thirsty.
I've never actually seen that ad.
It was one of their old slogans. Look it up. It's one of those, it's like, it's amusing on that one. But anyway, we found Hero, so we need to go rescue him. So we need to, first things first, turn around and get rid of the enemies behind him. Because if we don't, they will take him out, because he starts with very low health.
I'm wounded pretty bad. Get out of here while you can. I've got a better idea.
One benefit to no super with supers here is it makes it a lot easier to keep him alive due to the enemies that we need to take out. You want to take out the ones from behind him first, because if you concentrate on the ones in front of him, then it's more likely for him to be taken out just like that, sadly. I haven't had that happen in a while. But it's okay. Want to fly this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Try not to get hit by a rock. Keep speeding up as fast as we can.
I'm wounded pretty bad. Get out
So
of
we're
here.
gonna go like that. That there, that there. That out there. Fire those there. Got those there. Love it. You serious, game? That's something that's never happened before. But let me face it, hasn't happened in ages. Yeah, but when the game wants to do stuff, it wants to do stuff.
Do you know why it happens?
It's more the whole fact of it's the heroes taking too much damage more than anything else, and it's more of the. It's not like I'm not taking out the enemies. It's just more along the lines of probably getting caught in the explosion.
So it's really unlikely to happen, but
Yeah, it's more just like getting the last few enemies here, and if I do miss one of them, as you can see there, the other enemies will show up. Like that, for example. I'm glad I didn't actually, and I'm glad I realized that piece, because if I had massed quit faster than anything else, I would have had to reset up the Super Veritech setup. But oh well, I digress there. It happens every now and then.
I'm wounded pretty bad.
That there.
Get out of here while you can. I'll cover you. I've got a better
There we
idea.
go for that one there.
How about I fight off these Centrati?
There we go.
To base, you can tell Commander Chase that I deserve a medal.
Ah, there we go.
Marshal. Yeah, that's right. Jack the Giant Killer.
And want to make sure we don't hit him, as you could. As after this piece here, I'll show you. You know, once we're waiting for another set of enemies, I'll show you how much health he has. That's how much health he starts with. Not a lot. And missiles do deal a lot of damage. But we want to take that out there. Strafe a little bit so we can hit this next group as soon as they appear. Take that out. Want to grab him and then just immediately start flying back.
We won this round. I better take you back.
And
to the
despite
case.
everything,
Best of luck.
still on a decent paced time.
What kind of time do you think you're gonna get?
What time are we currently at?
2 hours, 20 minutes?
Already?
Yeah?
Up on that one, it'll still be underestimate. Defiant, yeah, it'll still be underestimate. Probably 250, 240, something around there.
Alright, sounds good.
Considering all the hassle of things, it'll work, I guess. It's not the cleanest time, but we have 2 missions left in chapter 4, and then chapter 5. But chapter 5 is really on the easy side. Oh, it's not easy, but it's not hard either. Also, being a little rusty is a thing, but still. Go, come on. And you can't help having to deal with the game, deciding to freeze sometime. Go from there. Come on. This is just all about taking out the enemies left. I want to take out this, as we need to.
Cyclops. Commander, something tells me there's a Centrati we're expecting us.
That may be true. We have to get those supplies back to base and we're finished.
Go out. that one, so we're just gonna head this way. Straight like that. Trying to surprise that fighter isn't already gone yet. Break that down. So let's go from there. So just take this out. Finally, that last one is gone. So we have these 3 left, and then we should be good for that. We want to aim for the next one. So we're almost done with this. So we got that there. And we just have to check, get the supplies to the drop point. First and foremost, we want to fly this way. Grab that. Also use a lot of decoys so we can prevent ourselves from taking a lot of damage. Head this way. Want some more decoys, that way we don't take damage here. This mission is all about just making sure we don't take a lot of damage and just making sure to grab the actual supply canisters as fast as possible. I call them canisters because they don't look like boxes. Okay.
They're containers.
Yeah. Fair point on that one. I didn't get turned around. Nope, didn't. There we go. Turned around slightly, but still got enough speed to get through it. And then last one there. Got one left to grab. Head this way, this way, this way. Drop some heavy decoys here. Sort of grab that. Luckily, even if I lose supers here, we're guaranteed to make it through. So we just gotta get it back. And then we just gotta wait for the shuttles to arrive. The shuttles to arrive. Not shuttles. The sea sergeants. Toss some decoys just to make sure. We really won't need them, but safety first.
Make sure that sea sergeant gets out of there in one piece.
Wear your seatbelt.
Yeah. Or safety harness. We're just gonna hover here. some degree. Just gotta get rid of the enemies as they approach. The faster we get them down, the faster you can get the sea sergeants away. By that I mean faster they can load up stuff and head out. Because, you know, fast. Safety first all. Takes about in-game timer of a minute to get that, but yeah, I was hoping to actually help us all get ahead. We're not ahead, but hey, happens. Yeah. Have to pull out a spectacular chapter 5. 19. $17. 10, 9, 8, 7. So we just gotta, you guys gotta chill here, and it's loaded up and ready to go. So besieged. This takes place at the end of the first arc of RoboTech. By the way, 4 minutes 44 seconds. This is a pure combat auto-scroller, and that is exactly how long it takes. We just have to keep these things alive, and in a sense, just spam decoys and get rid of the fighters and all the others that spawn in. This is one of those missions where it's the enemies will keep spawning until the timer runs out. There, please go. Thank you. And so basically what I'll be doing is spamming decoys around here just to help with dealing with any missiles. Dealing with enemy missiles, and in this case also, although the things will take out the re-entry pods as well, helping them out is something that is a lot easier to be done on with supers than without them, because you know you're fast enough and will have enough decoys to be able to help with that. So we're just going to kick back, relax, take out, survive the help keep the God, I forget what they're called, but help with keeping them alive.
The important character.
Yeah, the things we have to keep, the things we have to actually protect in this one. We want to go back in there, fire some missiles there, make it easier for the to help protect them. Well, also to help them take out the enemy retropods, since they will take them out anyway. There's the time. Although apparently they're not doing their job on that one. If I'm targeting them, but oh well. Best to be safe. We want to, make sure that we have enough of the decoys to help keep them alive. Mission for part of the reason why my estimate is the way it is. on now. Come on. This target's there. Clear view. Three missiles there. Decoys there. Two there. Said just gotta make sure to keep them alive. You. I'm gonna take you out. And should be. Yep. Showdown. Second to last boss fight of the game. Remember the boss we had to fight during Graveyard? Well, she's back. We want to take out those. Luckily, we can still manipulate her as well. Just gonna depend on how long it takes. And please, did I get the good RNG? Oh, good. We want to manipulate her to stand still. And well, I got the good RNG for that one. It's hard to actually get a proper spot to get this as soon as it happened, which is why I said I got the good RNG. So we want to just basically chill here, use our machine gun to shoot down her missiles, and use the fact of changing from one form to another to keep up heavy fire with the missiles from fighter.
Did you pray to the RNG gods before you started your run?
No, sadly. But I'm happy about this one because this is one of those things that's just like, it's possible to set up no matter what. It's just a pain to get it as early as possible. So the earlier you can get it, the faster the fight goes. Could you imagine having to fly around to try to actually deal out damage?
No, I can't.
Yeah. It's a lot faster when you can just dodge, strafe a little bit. And just, shoot some of the missiles out of there. And just be able to deal a lot of quick damage. And got that one relatively fast on that one. No escape. As it says here, we have to basically get to take out some shuttlecraft and some officers' pods as they're trying to escape from, the base. Because at the start of Chapter 5, essentially, fighting's gotten even more intense, and they've decided to launch an all-out assault on, on the RoboTech Defense Force, so basically protecting all these civilians and all that. So essentially, for those seen the show, this is after the very end of part 1, give or take. In there, it's hard to give the exact time frame of it because I have yet to read books that they did, although they're no longer quote unquote canon. Actually, I highly recommend the books that were written for the series, as they actually were written in such a way that you really get a good feel for the events of you know what's going on. That one. So we just have to get to the target as fast as possible. So we're just going to fly, avoiding everything other than the officers' pods and the shuttlecraft. Use our health wisely here. Look at the shuttlecraft.
Those shuttles are ready to launch.
Because we got rid of the one officer's pod early on, we were able to get rid of one of the officers that would spawn with one of the shuttles. So because of that, we only have to deal with 2 of them here. And we just got done that one. Warpath. Zentradi's base at Zen City. So we got to take out a whole bunch of reentry pods. So we're going to slowly fly towards them, use our missiles to target multiple. So then we have to take out 8 of them. Sure to not take a lot of damage. So essentially with this one, we just want to get rid of them as fast as possible while avoiding damage. Since it doesn't matter which of them we get rid of, just as long as we get rid of a certain number, it's just faster to get whichever ones are close by. Although it says get rid of 8, it's one of those, think you can get done with less, but it's hard to tell with that one. Anyway, we're on to Welcome to Zen City. Now, this mission is hard. So we're going to be doing some interesting tech here. First and foremost, we're going to snipe this laser thing, laser turret around here. You may ask yourself, Mage, you have a lot of missiles and a lot of health. Why do this? And why are you even taking them out? We get given new orders partway through, requiring us to take out every enemy. And it's just easier to do that now versus later. And the reason why we are doing that is because there's a lot of snipers here. So it's faster to make sure we don't take as much damage due to them, because it's what, 4 or 5 shots. Sorry, I can't speak this late at night.
How late is it for you?
After, let's see, on the East Coast, so figure that.
It's 2 a.m.
I'd have to check, but that's the other reason why we take it slow, because of how much damage a sniper shot will deal us. So we had supers. Now we don't. So we want to just quickly take out enemy turrets as much as we can. Take out you. Use some actual aiming at them as possible. Luckily, they cannot see us, but we can see them. So we're going to take out that now. And as Chase says, we need to have new orders on that one, which is rescuing the downed destroyed pilots. Oops.
New orders, Wolf 10.
So we need to do that. The one nice thing is this mission, we don't lose much time not having supers here, except for like 1 or 2 spots where the extra missiles would come in handy. You can see how she says about clearing out the remaining Centrati. That's sort of why we did that. That's sort of why we were clearing out the other stuff early on.
All right, we're sending out a chopper to pick them up. Proceed into the city and clear out the remaining Centrati.
Take you out. Now we just gotta play conservatively here. Sniper there, but they can't hit us as long as we are this far away. So we want to aim so we can fire all of our missiles at them at a distance. Also want to take out that scout pod there. Avoid that one there.
Time to take these guys to school.
That there, so we can avoid damage. Crap. Well, that ain't good. Gonna have to take it extra conservative now. Ah, come on, you. Okay, there we go for that one there. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. I'm not joking when I say that. Come on, please tell me I have enough. Yep, got that lined up. Want to insert my way over here so I can off-site this. Normally I wouldn't be this conservative, but really low on health. So, best to be safe than sorry.
Especially since you're near the end of your run, it looks like.
Yep. Don't worry, that's not your fault. That's me stupidly inching too far over. Oh well. It happens. That's something that hasn't happened in ages. Here. Okay. Let's go for you. Got all those. There, that. So we're gonna inch over here again.
Time to take these guys to snow.
Avoid that there. Go for you. There, that there. Let's go for that there. There we go for that. So we'll just keep that nice and easy. There we go. That there, that there, that there. That there. Pop that off.
You have new orders, Wolf 10.
Just trying to make sure we get through everything on that one. Y'all. Get that there. Getting that there. So we got all of them.
All right, we're sending out a chopper to pick them up. Proceed into the city and clear out the remaining Centralia.
Is that there? So we got rid of that one.
Next time, try aiming.
Go with that there. Want to aim for that perfectly there so we can get rid of that as fast as possible. Get that there. Safe so we can avoid that. Tank a little bit of damage, but not much. Not good, but we still got this. Use this. Fire behind cover. Fire behind cover again. Want to fly this way. Take out this. Make sure I've got a line up on them, so I can just take them out. Because it's the whole fact of just making sure we can avoid as much stuff as possible. Line that up so that way they can't see us, but we can see them. Hit them off site. Save a little bit of time there. Turn so I can actually launch a lot of volleys at them. Same thing with you. So we made it to the enemy's stronghold, basically, the last of their carriers, which they were able to get the hyperspace generator working. And so we got caught in a hyperspace fold as well. So we've got to take out the leader of the current Zentradi leader that's been causing problems, Zeral. Now we're going to take out these so that way we can avoid the missiles later on. There you are. There's Zeral. So now we have to take him out. This is the last mission of the game. So we're going to use our missiles. We're going to shoot down some of his stuff. We're going to manipulate him to try to fly towards us by making ourselves a larger target with the Battleoid. Although his laser can deal a lot to us. The fact that we can also manipulate him into coming close to us is a benefit, so that way we can deal more damage. Use the Battleoid there to help with getting fire on him. Now, you get rid of the missiles and the lasers just to make it easier to not get hit while fighting him. So we'll fly that way. Want some more missiles here. Try not to boost because with supers on, we are actually faster than him. So I want to strafe a bit. Do some more quick changes. Turn while using the guns to help remember where he is. Aim perfectly on him. Basically, in this mission, you want to actually manipulate it so he flies towards us as much as possible to help with having him run directly into our volleys of missiles, as well as our rate of fire. And knowing where he is, it's a lot easier to manipulate him using Battleoid because we're a larger target, so he'll fly. So he'll try to fly towards us. Showing how he has been right now. I'm not going to go for the full manipulation. So I can maintain some health here. Hopefully you all are enjoying everything going on. No. Come on. Play nice. They're all play nice. Play nice now, why don't you?
I'm here to play nice if you ask nicely.
He'll try. He'll try. He'll try. That's all we can say on that one. And time is coming up on the start to the final cutscene. I'm just giving a warning now because he's low on health. And time.
All right, it's 2 hours 59 minutes 41 seconds. That's the time is.
Wow, that's considering I had to, how many times did we had to stop to fix a we got what, at least 3 to 5 minutes, you'd say, on the system acting up and a few other dumb things. I mean, you can't help it when your game crashes like 2 to 3 times. But
Could be worse.
yes, I know it could be worse, and it's sad on that one because I'd love to have made it faster. But anyway, guess that's a. I guess thanks for letting me show this. I'm sorry we had so many problems on that one, but hey, I came in under estimate despite having my game decide to act up 3 different times, having to reload it, and having a pretty bad early game. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm annoyed. But that's the same for every runner.
I mean, you're actually overestimated by like 9 minutes. At 59. I mean, it's 2 hours 59:41.
What was that?
The time is 2 hours 59:41. So you're actually overestimated by like 9 minutes.
Wait, really? I thought it said 3 hours. I think that's what they said on the.
The estimate is 2 hours 50.
Wait, is it?
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, and I am sorry if it was
Yeah, no,
overestimated.
it's completely fine. You did the best you could, and
Well,
none of
hey,
it was your fault.
system crash. Well, hey, game crashing on that one, but either way, uh, I tried to make up the time best I could.